Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
We love this man, and you can catch Ant's podcast Head Game with Ant Middleton on the Nova Player. But also, I'm really looking forward to this. It premieres next Thursday, exclusively on 7+. Killer K2. So this is Ant Middleton. Well, this is a mountain that we don't know too much about. We know about Everest, but this is another mountain that we need to ask him about. Ant Middleton, welcome to the studio.
Hello, buddy.
Always good to be here. Love you guys.
And set this up for me, but K2, second highest mountain, but considered the hardest to climb out of the 14 peaks or something, isn't it?
Yes, Killer K2 or K2 is known as the Savage Mountain.
Wow.
For the first person that climbed it a few years back. And like the Special Forces, it's wrapped in that cloak of secrecy because not many people climb it. It's not accessible from season to season.
Yeah,
Some
right.
seasons it's completely inaccessible.
Yeah.
Due to the weather and the conditions. And if you climb K2, you can proudly say that you climb mountains. You're solidified as a mountaineer.
And that's you.
Well,
So that's what interested me, Kate. That's why it pulled me to that mountain.
Yeah.
Isn't this mountain? I have heard about this mountain, but it's the worst is the way down, isn't it, Ant? Because getting up, I mean, when you get to the top, is it because of its steepness? Is this it's the side of
correct.
it?
It's steep from base camp all the way to the top. And what's so dangerous about it as well, that all the camps are aligned. So it's basically on one sort of ridge. So all the camps are aligned. So if there's rockfall or if there's any small avalanches, they gather momentum and they literally take out all the camps.
Oh, my God.
They go from camp 3 to camp 2 to camp
Wipe
1 underneath. Wipe everyone out. And rockfall is a huge cause of death and of injury on K2, and you'll see it on Killer K2, actually how dangerous it is. And it's just draining because not only do you have to really, really focus on looking above you to make sure that these rocks aren't coming down, but also you have to be very, very cautious of where you're putting your feet because you don't want to create that rockfall or those avalanches behind you for the climbers. So you're constantly switched on, which absolutely drains you psychologically. And also it's so technical. So one moment you're literally your feet are in on your crampons in the snow, then 1 minute you hit the chimney. It's called the chimney. It's like a rock climb. So you go from extreme hiking to rock climbing, and then just before Camp 4, before the death zone, you've got what's called the bottleneck, which is a huge glacier of blue ice. So you're literally ice axe in, crampons in. So
What did you
it's
call
really
it?
technical.
The death
zone.
So,
Why do you want to go anywhere that's called the death
Because that's when
zone?
you're dying, aren't you?
Yes.
You're actually dying above that point.
Yeah, so the death zone is anything above 8,000 metres. So when you normally Camp 4 is at 8,000 metres. On all the 14 peaks above 8,000 metres, Camp 4 would normally sit there. And the reason why you sit there is because the moment you leave Camp 4 that you've only got a certain amount of time to hit the summit and back down again, because there's 30% oxygen in the air, and every step that you're taking, your body is slowly shutting down.
Oh, my God.
Right.
That sounds like
which is
fun.
also it's also
That's
the
why I
name
do
of it's also the name of Kerry Stokes' office at Channel 7, isn't it? The death zone. If you get into there, it's hard
No
to come
comment,
out of
mate.
there.
Listen, I'm part of the Channel
Staying
7
out of it.
family, so
But
I'm
Ant,
staying out of that one.
Can you tell me, similar to Everest, there are bodies on the mountain that are still there, aren't there?
Yes, so on Killer K2, unfortunately, I go past a body that wasn't there when I went past that specific moment.
My
So it's a
gosh.
fresh body, just exhaustion, tired. Obviously, didn't have anyone around him at the time. Probably. Tripped or fell asleep because of the altitude. It
Does that
really
happen,
drains
does it?
you. Yeah, it happened. Yeah, high altitude sort of sickness. they say it's a really peaceful death because your body slowly shuts down. So it's not like a instant pain or an instant shock. You don't realise that your body is slowly shutting down. So what people do when they suffer from high altitude sickness is they start to rest and they start to sit down. The number one rule on the mountain is keep moving. The moment you stop moving, you're gonna die.
Oh my God! So that must be hard too, mentally, to go. I'm trained to get people out of bad situations as well. But if I stop now to help that person, well, there's a chance I'm going to die.
Yeah, you'll see on Killer K2 how emotionally drained I am because when the lack of oxygen plays havoc on your emotions, it's like an emotional roller coaster. And obviously you have to decision make off of the emotions that are exposed. And when the lack of oxygen to the brain triggers that, you're basically fighting for your life. So you haven't got the energy or the power to be able to dig someone out the ice, because that's what they do. They freeze to the ice, they freeze to the ground, and they become part of the mountain. And ultimately, the unwritten rule is you have to leave them to be part of the mountain. They now belong to the mountain.
Yeah, that's an understanding, isn't it?
Just quickly on that, serving it over the years, you would have lost so many good friends in the field.
Yeah.
How do you move on from something? If you've seen a friend of yours pass away in front of you, then how do you move on and keep in battle?
Yeah, you psychologically prepare yourself for that. So when I went into combat, I knew that all of us wouldn't come home. Yeah. So when people didn't come home, you're almost half accepted it already. So when it happens, you've only got a small piece of acceptance and acknowledgement to do. And it's like that on the mountains. If you're going to climb these 8,000ers, you know that in your expedition, that's why I climb by myself and with a couple of Sherpas only, because I don't really want to be in a group where I'm losing more comrades, because I've been there, I've done it, and I climb and I think to myself, if it's going to happen to me, then I want to be the only one amongst my group that suffers and no one else.
Did you ever, Ant, over the years, and you see, I don't know if this is movies or not, but when you went and served, did you ever say to men that you'd serve with, or women, but did you say to them, if this happens to me, can you please look after my family, or can you do this? Was there one thing that you said?
No, I just said, destroy my phone. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
If you bring my phone afterwards, it will blow up.
Destroy my history.
Destroy my history.
Come on, Will.
He's not joking.
Oh, that's good.
Pressure.
I mean, are we going to be yelled at here, Ant? Is this sort of like commando boot camp, or what are we?
Everyone can do this. This is just to test core stability, a bit of strength, mobility, lung capacity. Bit of power.
That's what I need.
Okay, well, because we want immortality. We want to last for as long as we can. So give us the first one. What's the first health hack from Ant Middleton?
So the first health hack is the test of mobility. A lot of people, they hit the gym, they can bench press, but they can't lift their own body weight. They're not as mobile, as functional as they think they can be. And what I like to do is I like to sit down with your legs crossed.
Okay.
And without using your hands, stand up. I'm going to show you a quick demonstration.
Well, can you do it?
No. There's absolutely no chance I could do that.
Yeah, sitting down on the floor,
hands up,
hands in the air.
and you've got to stand up.
Nah, I can't even get
I
down.
could do that. We're not doing these though, are we? We're just trying them later.
No,
So if you
we'll be
can do
here all
that,
day.
if you get down and do that about 10 times, you focus on balance, you focus on your core strength, you focus on mobility and flexibility.
Yeah.
So it's a case of, and again, it's everyday stuff, running up the stairs, playing with your children, whatever it may be, getting into work. It's just you're mobile, you're flexible, you're good to go.
You
That's
made
the
it look
first one.
easy.
That's
You
the
made it
first
look
one.
It's for
very
everyday
easy.
life.
What else
I
have
love
you got?
this.
So the second one is your lung capacity.
Yeah.
Again, I do it for playing with the kids. My kids are back to back, and I'm on the trampoline. I'm doing all sorts of crazy stuff. So it's about holding your breath. If you can hold your breath for 20 seconds,
Is that it?
That's okay.
No, okay. But then I would go up to 50 seconds. However, it's on the exhale. So when you inhale, exhale 3 times, and then on the exhale,
Then hold
that's when you hold your breath.
Don't
not on the
breathe in.
Not on the inhale, because if you do it on the
Okay.
exhale, you sort of
Yes.
go into you
different,
can
isn't
go
it?
into meditation mode. When you do it
Yes.
on the inhale, it's just it's holding your breath. It's like when you exhale, you sort of you close your eyes. If you've got no air in your lungs, that's when you have to hold your breath. 20. If you do it for 50 seconds, that's really, really good. And you go
Wow.
into a sense of a mode of meditation, probably after about 30 to 40 seconds.
And what about those people you see and they've trained themselves to hold their breath underwater?
Yes, crazy.
Ever done any of that gear? And they're
No,
under
but
there
that's
for like
always interested me.
5 minutes or
Yeah, I've done
Yeah.
2 minutes before
Have you?
underwater, but doing picking up bricks is part of the.
Yeah, you and I are a bit different.
training.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that if you're a kid in the bath.
No, don't do that.
Okay.
Okay, a third health hack for us, Ant. What's the last one?
So this is quite a good one. This will test your explosive energy, your power.
Wow, powerhouse.
And you almost, if you can be in a static position, really important that you're static, not taking a run up, and you can jump the length of your body.
Oh.
So
That's
it's,
interesting.
Again, I'm going to demonstrate,
All right, can
and
you
then
go
I need one of you to show that. Kate, are you up for this?
Kate,
I
mean,
don't
she's
want to
our
do it. I
soccer
don't have
player.
that much energy.
You do.
I'll demonstrate. Listen, I'll lead by example. I'll show you.
And you go first, Kate
Okay.
will go second.
Hey, Kate, how many centimetres are you? What's
Remember,
your
static,
height?
I'm about
not mobile.
161 or something.
Okay.
160.
So you're standing
Let me do
still.
that.
Okay.
Never did. So you're standing still.
Yep.
Okay.
Ant Middleton.
Get down. And
Legs
you want
apart,
explosive.
in a
And
lunge.
use
Is
your
it squat?
hands. Use everything. And it's
Bang. Oh, you've made it look very easy.
Oh, look at that.
I
You're gonna
can't do
trampoline.
that.
Well,
you
you've
have
just
like
jumped.
Nikes on. I've got like little
Kate,
flat
you're right.
trainers.
Here we go. You might get yourself into SAS if we do this.
Ant,
I-
you just
my
with
dad
your
thinks I'll do
size. Ant's
Listen,
just jumped
I think
2
you can do
ants.
it. But if you don't do this, then you're definitely not even getting.
So you've actually
a mention.
marked out how high I am
Yes,
there
I
on the
have,
floor.
yeah.
So
Okay,
I've
this
got
is
to make
good.
it to that black mark.
Yeah,
Come on,
use the
Kate, you can
powerhouse.
do this. Come on.
I'm
Oh
gonna
my
jump
gosh,
in anyway.
She's had bad wind
Go
this
back to
morning.
sleep.
Focus. And remember,
Use your
all the
arms.
techniques.
Bend down.
Hang on. Now I'm nervous. Sorry, I know
That's
we
it.
don't have
Come on,
long.
Kate, you
I know
can
we
do
don't have
this.
long.
Oh, wow.
Go. Oh, she's down. Oh my God, she's done a hamstring.
It's because I tried to get my feet out in front of me to make
That-
the leg, but
that-
I didn't make it.
No, that's
That
a
would-
fail, I'm afraid.
That would
It
be
is
at
not.
least 45
Oh,
centimetres.
those
Do I
eyes.
have to stay
Yes, do it
upright?
again. Let's do it again. Come on.
Okay.
You can
Do
do
it
this.
again.
You can do this.
Come on, Kate. Come on, Kate.
Yes, you done it. Yes, that is a pass. That is a pass.
Oh,
The
yeah.
feet were on the. That is a pass.
That wasn't
Thank
great,
you.
No,
was it?
listen, that is a pass.
Will
though.
you
Listen.
have a go, mate?
I think, well, no, Kate, I think you jumped the height of Grant Denyer, unfortunately. So that was.
I thought you done great there.
Thank you so
and
much.
do you know what I loved about you? You re-attacked the situation. You failed, you got back up, and you re-attacked the situation.
Yeah, 'cause I'm not
That's
gonna be
all
beaten.
We can ask
Ant,
for. That's what we want.
Ant, this lady right next to you, we have said this to her, would be unbelievable on SAS.
It's
her
coming
dad-
back.
her
It
dad
is
thinks
coming
so
back.
too.
It's coming back.
I don't have time. I'm puffed.
You do
I've done
have
2
time.
jumps.
You do have
You
time.
do. You could change. Like Merrick.
What?
You used to work
You
with
could do-
Merrick. Merrick's now an SAS soldier.
He's
No, he was
he
on
killed
a
it.
TV show.
no, he's not.
No, don't say
He's
that.
now a
unbelievable.
He's one of the DS now. So when you come on, he'll be stood next to me.
Oh, that would be good.
He
Okay.
is not.
That would be
someone-
great.
Listen,
Kate Ritchie, go on the
surprises,
show.
surprises.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Ant's podcast head game with Ant Middleton. You get that on the Nova Player. But next Thursday night on 7 Plus, Killer K2 with Ant Middleton. Make sure you watch that. Love you, Ant. Thanks for coming in, legend.
Always a pleasure, guys. Thank you.
Thanks,
See.
buddy.
Fits in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.